Okay, welcome to Monday, January 22nd, Team Limitless Team Call. It's Monday. It's the best day of the week for network marketers in Isagenix because today is payday. So because it's payday and because it's Monday and it's my favorite day, we did go over some basic comp plan stuff last night, and we had a really, really good turnout. So that kind of told us something, that we're going to put a little bit more emphasis on basics, including comp plan. So this presentation tonight is going to be a little bit deeper into comp plan, but a little bit more bird's eye view. So not as detailed as what was last night. Lewis, you'll be familiar with this because I went over this with you the other day. But you know, some team members have reached out and said, hey, I want to get involved and learn this so that I can teach this too. And so, you know, we're going to, obviously I committed to once a week, I'm going to get on and do a eat for free presentation, you share, they share, and help people, you know, get to consultant and then, you know, eventually get to manager. And that's going to be, whether it's going to be a recording or a live or a Zoom, to be determined. It might just be different every time, but it's always going to be live and not like a stock recording, because we want to get that interaction and that energy. So tonight is going to talk about all the different ways that we can make money in Isagenix, whereas last night yours was, you know, how to tap into the bonuses and how to tap into the residual income. So this is more of a bird's eye view, and just expect to see a little bit more of the basics going forward, because, you know, our team's growing and we always have new people showing up on the map. Repetition is key. Duplication is also key, and mastering the mundane is making millionaires. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Where am I? Alrighty, if I can find the window that I need. There it is. Okay. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Yeah. Okay. All right. So how do I get all of the money all the time?
No.
You can't see it anymore?
No.
Really? Are you looking at?
Chelsea, I can see you. Can you see her PowerPoint, or do you see it says Zoom? Yeah, it says Zoom. What's this? Not showing your.
Oh, it hasn't caught up yet.
No. Did you share your desktop? Did you ask it to share your desktop?
Sorry, guys.
Double click on it.
How about now?
There you go. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Sorry, that would have been a lousy presentation. Okay. So how do I get all the money all the time? I am a huge proponent of not leaving money on the table. So this presentation is about all the different ways that we can make money and how to really be tapped into them. So we have a lot of different bank accounts, and along the way we gain these keys, and the keys allow us access to more and more money as we work through the ranks and the little pieces of our compensation plan. And really our compensation plan is pretty simple. As long as you understand what is available to you, it gives you that much more ammunition to push forward, right? Not everybody's all about the money, but the money can change lives in so many ways. So even if money's not your thing, just think about how you can bless other people with this money. And just by sharing the products, you're going to get this money. So, okay. So there's tons of ways that our compensation plan works, and I wanted to give you how each rank, what you can tap into for compensation. So as an active associate, which we learned last night, an active associate is when you push the button to convert to an associate, you're at 100 BV at least every month, and you've watched the video. You have 3 ways to make compensation. You have your product introductory bonuses, which is any bonus that's attached to an introductory pack, getting started packs, premium packs, ultimate packs, and those can be found under isagenixbusiness.com or even in your back office under the product introductory bonus or daily pay, something like that. You'll find it. It's under contests and promotions. And then retail sales profits. So if somebody were to go onto your replicated site, if you don't know what your replicated site is, if you go into your back office and click on My Account, I believe you scroll all the way down and to the bottom right, you're going to see a link to edit your personal website. It could be on the right or the left, but poke around. If you don't know your back office or haven't really explored it, I highly encourage you to always poke around there and click every link until you know what everything is. And number 3 is you get a $100 consultant development bonus as an active associate. So even if you haven't shared with 2 people yet, if you shared one person, that person can become a consultant and you can generate a $100 bonus even as just an associate. Not just, but even as an active associate. You do not have to be a consultant to get that bonus. What you do have to do is be active, meaning 100 BV. Alrighty. And then as a consultant, you have 4 more keys. So 4 more keys that can open up 4 more different bank accounts. So you get paid all the same ways as an associate, but at the consultant level, you're going to receive a $50 consultant rank advancement bonus, and that is because you've shared with 2 people, one on your left, one on your right, at least 100 BV. And you can also earn cycles. I wrote personal cycles, but this is really about the team volume. So a cycle we went over last night on the basic level is when your left sales team and your right sales team accumulate 900 BV, 600 from one side, 300 from the other. Doesn't matter which side. It can mix and match from day to day, hour by hour, week by week. Whatever side is heavier, we'll grab the 600. Whatever side is lighter, we'll grab the 300. You'll cycle out for $54, and they'll take that BV away, leave the rest there for the next cycle. You can also receive the 5-cycle bonus at the consultant level. When you have, oops, I wrote 10 cycles in there. Sorry about that. When you've reached 5 cycles in one commission week, you get a 5-cycle bonus. And that is a $250 extra bonus. I will fix this. That's not 10 cycles, it's 5. You can, at this level, reach that 5-cycle bonus and you get an extra $250. You can do that twice, and they will pay you out twice for it. You can cycle way more than that if you want, but you're going to get that 5-cycle bonus twice. So the first time you hit it, $250. Second time you hit it, $250. I know why this says 10 cycles, because there is actually one other key that is not in here. The next key is that you can get the 1-star bonus at the, I'm sorry, never mind. That's the next level. You have access to double PIBs at this level. So now that you're a consultant and you can enroll more than one person in 1 week, you will get the double PIB payout. So if you've enrolled 2 value packs in 1 week, it goes from 100 bonus to 200 on each. All right, next slide. All right, active manager. So a manager is when you've shared with 2 people and you've helped them share with 2 people. And everybody's ordering 100 BV at the minimum, so everybody's active. So you get paid all the same ways as the slides before. And then also, if you reach manager within the first, this is 30 days because that's the old standard, but now they give you 60 days. But that's a promotion, so we never know when that's going to change. So within 60 days of your sign-up date, if you hit manager, which just means helping your 2 friends share with their 2 friends, you're going to get an extra $250 bonus, and you will get the title of Crystal Manager. All right. At the manager level, you can also receive the 1-star bonus. The 1-star bonus is when you've cycled 10 times in 1 week. That is a $500 extra bonus on top of your 10 cycles. So do the math. You're getting $540 for your 10 cycles, and you're getting an extra $500 because you reached that rank. This company is just so amazing. I mean, they just throw money at you. It's crazy, but they want you to start to succeed. They want you to see that. They want you to strive for more. So not only do they do it once, but they do it twice. So next week, if you hit 10 cycles again, you're going to get that other bonus. If it takes you 2 more years to hit 10 cycles again, you still get the bonus then. It's just whenever it happens, you get paid out for it. There's a little trick here too. If you remember on the last slide, the PIB bonuses, with say the value pack. The value pack's $100 PIB. when you are an active manager, the PIBs can count towards your star. I know it's a little confusing, but this is cool because if you're at like 8 cycles and you're like, well, how am I going to get to 10 this week? I don't have anything happening, but you've sold a value pack or 2 value packs, that $100 equivalent, you can take it, divide by 54, and however many times it divides in. Let's just say that the actual PIB for a value pack was 108 so that we can make this easy. If you sold 1 value pack in the week and you had already cycled 8 times, that 1 value pack, say it has the PIB of 108, would give you 2 more cycles, thus getting you the 1-star bonus. Pretty crazy, because some people will not think they're even close and won't even try to get there. But that is a little part of the comp plan that not too many people see. I like to teach it so people can strive for it, because that's crazy. If you're getting the value pack, which gives you a $100 bonus, and then you know that that's going to bump you up to the 1-star bonus, and you get another $500. It's so much motivation to make sure you get there by Sunday, you know? So that is all the different ways you can make money as a manager. You know, and these slides don't include the current promotions like the January Jolt and all that. Those things are always, you know, promotional things, but these are the constants. All right, as a director, you're going to have 3 more keys. I haven't even added this up, how many keys we have, but it's crazy. So you have all those same ways to earn. And then at the director level, which is helping 6 of your personally enrolled become consultants, and it doesn't matter what side they come from. You can have 6 down one leg. At the director level, they can be wherever. You can have 1 on one side, 5 on the other, 2 and 4, 3 and 3, doesn't matter. As long as you've helped 6 of your personally enrolled associates become consultant. If you do that within 90 days, which right now you have an extra 30 days to do that. If you do that within your first 90 days of signing, you get an extra $750 bonus just for helping 6 people find their 2. Now, mind you, if you remember back to the consultant slide or even the associate slide, when you help someone become consultant, you're getting a $100 bonus for that. So 6 consultants is $600, plus if you do it in 90 days, 120 days, that's another $750. Can you see where if you do this business fast, you can make a boatload of money very fast? Because you're tapping into all these different keys, all these different bank accounts. If you do it fast, you're gonna exalt your business and really tap into every single dollar that's out there on the table for you. Now, this is where it gets super exciting. I'm gonna skip over 3 for now, but at the director level, you can receive the 2-star bonus. The 2-star bonus is when you cycle 20 times in 1 week, you can get an extra $1,000 payout for that. So 20 times in 1 week is 1,000. How much is that?
What's the amount?
540. It's $1,080 just for hitting 20 cycles. They're going to give you an extra 1,000 just for hitting it. Like, here's a 100% bonus. It's awesome what they do. They let you do that twice. Those are some pretty rad bonuses. Like, pretty cool. I mean, whoever got a 100% raise, you know, it's pretty great. Or if you ever like went to a restaurant, did you ever give someone 100% tip? Good night, honey. Love you. So that's what you can get here. Now let me go back to, and at this level too, you can use your PIBs to count towards that star. So if anybody's close to the 5 cycle, anybody's close to the 10 cycle, anybody's close to the 20 cycle, I typically see it and I reach out to those people and say, hey, did you know? But if you're close and I haven't reached out to you and you want a little bit of assistance, totally reach out to me, reach out to your upline, reach out to anybody. We all want everybody to do great in this business because it all filters up, but it also, like, those are our heart paychecks when people are really doing well in this business. It makes us feel awesome that people can tap into this and have learned from the resources out there and what we teach, and that's what we love. So the director leadership pool. This is one of my favorite pools, and it is a 3-month time period. So from the minute you hit director, you're entered into this pool. Your clock starts. So if you dip out, you're not eligible, but if you come back in, you are, but you only have those 3 months. Your clock starts right away. In the director pool, you receive shares in the director pool by growing your personal cycles. So what Isagenix does, and there's reports in your back office, so you don't have to figure this out. As soon as you hit director, there in the report section, you're going to see director pool. It's going to say current month and last month. It's going to give you what your benchmark is. So if you've been cycling 1 or 2 times a week, your benchmark will typically be 1. And all you have to do is every week beat your benchmark with cycles. And every time you beat your benchmark, that 1, like say your benchmark is 1 and you cycled 3 times that week, you've beat your benchmark by 2. That's 2 shares in the director pool. Director pool shares are typically over $100 a share. And you just do that every week of the pool month, and that's all laid out to you in your report in the back office too. As you start to accrue those shares, anything like 11 shares and above has the potential for the max payout for the pool. Depending on how many people are playing in the pool and if somebody else blew it away even more, over 11 shares typically maxes you out, and that is a $2,500 payout that you can tap into for 3 months. And it is not hard to do, especially when you're in momentum like this and you've reached director. You're in upward swing, and you know how to cycle, and you know how to motivate your team because you've helped 6 people get to a consultant. You know what you're doing at this point, and you can push, right? And you also want to get this 2-star bonus, so there's no doubt about it that you want to get this happening because that bonus is awesome. All right, executive. Executive is the best payout in this company. This is where you want to be to maximize the money available in Isagenix. Executive is not the destination. Executive is the first stop, in my opinion. When you get to executive, you do everything in your power to do it again because you want to stay paid as executive because of how much money you can tap into once you've hit executive. So obviously all those same pay, you tap in all those other keys, but if you hit executive within your first 6 months, I think they give you an extra 30 days even still, you get an extra $1,000 bonus. So you're getting $1,000 for sharing with 10 people and helping them find their 2 and become consultant. And with this one, it's 5 on the left, 5 on the right. So that one is the only time where it matters where they're placed. You need 5 personally sponsored consultants on your left and 5 personally sponsored consultants on your right. And if you do that within 6 months of signing up, you get an extra $1,000, and you are now given the rank of Crystal Executive. That's a big deal. People hold that title very in very high regard because it means that you really kicked butt to make sure that you made stuff happen. Okay, executive matching bonus. Once you become executive, now you've got 5 consultants on your left and 5 on your right. You might even have more depending on how many you built to get to director. So all of those consultants are going to cycle, right? So because they're your personally enrolled, you're now going to get a 10% match of what they're cycling. So if you've got 10 consultants under you, all cycling, the 10% of what they're cycling is also going to be added to your pay. So say they cycled 10 times, each one of them cycled once. That's 10 cycles. You get 10% of that, you get 1 extra cycle in your pay. Say they all cycled 20 times all together. That's 2 extra cycles for you. They all cycled 30 times all together, 3 extra cycles. So this is where not only do you want to keep creating consultants because you want to maintain that executive status, paid as executive status, but you're getting matches on all those people. So have you ever seen like the notices on Limitless or on Isagenix Recognition where someone became a consultant and they cycled 54 times or 22 times? Whoever was their enrolling sponsor, if they were paid as executive, they got the match. That's a good amount of money. And that's why reaching down into your pool, into your tree and figuring out where people are sitting on money is a really good practice, Because one, you want to show people how to get their products paid for. Two, that executive match is rad. That's 10% just for helping people do what they're doing anyway, right? Okay. Now, the executive leadership pool. This is a rad pool too. And the payouts are, I think they're $15 a share in this pool, but you can get way more shares in this pool just based on how this works. So at the executive level, the minute you reach executive, you are going to be entered into the executive pool, and you have a 6-month window. Clock starts when you hit it, and it ends at 6 months. So you have to play as much as you can when you're in that pool. Another reason why once you hit executive, stay paid as executive. Josh and I have never fallen out of executive in 6 years, and we never will, because it is silly to leave money on the table. And there's so much more even past this, why you don't want to fall out of executive. So 6 months in there, it's based on your personal cycle benchmark. You just have to beat yourself. It's great because you can do this with your own personal enrollments and reaching out to your team and making sure they're growing their businesses. Everything in Isagenix is based around leadership. The better of a leader you are, the better influencer you are on your team to help them grow, the more you can make, because they reward leadership. So everything as it goes up is more and more about leadership and less about your personal efforts, even though personal efforts are still key here. So at executive, you can then qualify for the 3-star bonus. That is a $1,500 bonus, and you can do that twice too. That's 40 cycles. Now, like the other slides where I said you can use your PIBs to help you with your getting your star, in executive, you can use your executive match also. So if your whole team cycled 30 times and you've got an extra 3 cycles, if you had 37 organic cycles and your team gave you 3 extra cycles, boom, you're 3-star. Or you had 36 and you had a PIB and then your team helped you, you can get your 3-star that way. So again, understand these things. They're all written out in the back office. They're all in Isagenix Business. I'm always available, but if you know that it's there, you can tap into it. You can make sure you don't miss something by 2 cycles because you didn't know about it, or your team doesn't miss it out. So understand those things so that you can motivate your team. I mean, the best thing that you can do is show your people how much money is sitting there for them and show them exactly how to get it and then let them run. That is the best way for you to grow your business, is by showing your people what's there and how to tap into it. All right. The other way at executive that you can earn is not really an earning, but it's a referral program. Once you are paid as 3-star, which is 40 cycles a week, organic, you will be entered into the corporate referral program. So any leads that Isagenix is getting from just the regular web that aren't going through anybody else, they farm out on a rotation basis to paid as 3 stars. So you get leads of people who say, I want to sign up with Isagenix. So it's just like a free enrollment basically. So getting to 3-star and staying paid as 3-star is also very beneficial. So again, they reward leadership. They reward you when you're rising up the ranks. Okay. 2 and 3-star pools. Probably my favorite. I mean, I love the director pool, but this one I think takes the top banana. You can play in the 2 to 3-star pool for life. You can stay 2, 3-star for life if you want, and you can play in these pools for life. But in the first 3 months, you can double or triple your shares. That can lead to crazy amounts of money. And enter income disclaimer here. But if you know how to maximize these pools, and you understand that in your first 3 months you can double or triple your shares based on how much you grow your business and how much you help your team grow, it's a no-brainer. You are super motivated to make sure you do that, because you don't want to miss. I mean, if you could triple your money 1 month, you wouldn't just let it sit there. You wouldn't be like, we'll see what happens. You're going to call everybody and say, hey, let's get you to director. Let's get you to executive. I mean, you wonder why we always do these, drive to manager, drive to director. Let's get everybody rank advancing. Because it's all part of the compensation plan. They know exactly how to motivate leaders to make sure they're motivating their team. It's not just like, hey, rah, everybody be a director, everybody be an executive. It's really cool. No, it's about, helping everybody get promoted, because it helps your business too, right? So in these, once you hit the 2-star pool, 2-3-star pool, it's not just about your personal cycles anymore. You have to obviously hit your own personal benchmark and grow your personal cycles, but the money, the shares, come from your downline. So your 4 PET. As your 4 PET cycle and beat out your benchmark, you get shares in the pool. So 4 PET. I'm going to use the people that are on my screen just to make this easy. So I enrolled Jen A. Jen A enrolled Chelsea. Chelsea enrolled Lewis. Lewis enrolled Cindy. That's my 4 PET. Does that make sense to everybody? So whoever your first person enrolled in, and then 3 more people deep from them. So that's everywhere. I mean, if you think about that, it can spider everywhere. But whoever you've personally enrolled, 3 people deep from them, as long as the enrollment is connected. So Jen enrolled her husband enrolled the cousin enrolled the sister. Okay, that's one leg. Over here, Chelsea enrolled her sister enrolled her brother enrolled mom. That's 4 PET, but it can go on any space in your tree as long as it starts with your personally enrolled. And all those people, as they cycle, come together to grow your shares in that pool. I know it's a little right now, but these are the types of things that you want to know about a little while before you even get there so that you know what you're striving for. Also, those benchmarks are a average of your last 4 to 13 weeks, depending on which pool, of what those cycles were. So even if you're not in the pool, the reports are in the back office. You're going to see them. You're going to see what your benchmark is. So you're going to know kind of what your business is doing and what your PET is doing. You're going to know this because the reports show you. So you can be ahead of the game and say, oh, well, my benchmark looks like it's getting up there. So analyze your business and figure out where you're cycling and if you want to strategize. There's a lot of good strategy here. The 4 through 6 and 7-star leadership pools, they run similar. They pay out more. But it's the same concept. But they do not double or triple for the first 3 months. So, when anybody in our team is getting towards 2-star, I am on them like glue because I want to make sure that they capitalize on this. So if anybody ever is near, you'll be hearing from me. All right, platinum. This is a reentry. So a lot of businesses out there, once you've maxed out your compensation plan, you either are just maxed out or you lose part of your team because you've maxed out, which is not what Isagenix does. When you reach platinum, which is, you can reach platinum at 7-star. It's 225 cycles a week, organic, and you have to do it for 3 weeks. You get the opportunity to apply for platinum. What that means is that you've essentially maxed out a business center. So your left and right legs are maxed out. You're cycling at least 225 to 250 times per week, which is $13,500, and they consider you maxed. So what you can do from there is you can apply for a reentry. You come in above yourself. So if you think about this, when you first started, you had 2 legs and you had to add 2 people. Now, when you come in above yourself, your 1 leg is already at 250 cycles a week. All you need to do is build that next leg at 300 BV each time. Oh, I don't know if people can look. Can you see Josh's screen? I don't know because I'm okay. Some people, no, they can't because my screen shared. All right, so Josh just drew a little graphic of that. He loves John circles. He's so cute. So what happens is your business center that's cranking 225 to 250 cycles a week is just sitting there. You're still getting paid on that. It's fueling 1 leg. You do not have to build that leg. You get paid that, and that is one of your legs. So when you start your reentry, you're just building 1 leg, 300 points at a time, and all your consultants go that way too. So to reach manager, 2 consultants on that leg. To reach director, 6 consultants on that leg. To reach executive, 10 consultants on that leg. Bam. A lot of people do crazy, crazy good once they hit platinum because
compound effect.
The compound effect. It's nuts. So if you think about this, you can cycle up to 250 times in 1 week in 1 business center. You can also get up to 250 cycles in the matching bonus. So it is always in your best interest to grow consultants, grow consultants, grow consultants. You're getting 10% match of all of their cycles. So that's $27,000 a week that you can make in one business center. And that's just with cycles and executive match. We're not talking bonuses, pools, all that, everything we already went through. Right? And then they say, oh, here, have another business and let's just feed one leg. They're awesome. And then there's platinum reentry leadership pools. Obviously, there's even more money there. This is another thing to be ready for when you're reaching that is when you're in a platinum pool, your benchmark for a platinum pool when you first start is going to be like nothing because you don't have a benchmark yet because you're doing a brand new business. People crush those pools, crush them. And you just gear yourself up, be ready to, when you have that reentry, that you're just going to crush that leg and run to executive as fast as you can because you're going to cycle, and just nail that leadership pool. Plus, when you're in that new leg, as you hit manager, director, executive, you're in those other pools too. You get the director pool again, you get the executive pool again, and you're in both. It's money. And that's my favorite term, but that's exactly what it is at that point. So that is the top down of our, bird's eye view of our comp plan and what's available to you. It is, it's for some people, it's out there, it's far away, but knowledge is power. Knowing it's there is motivating. It's empowering. It's helping you to work with other people. It's helping you to share this as a business. Like, wow, like I don't care what kind of business you're in, nothing can compare to the amount that you can capitalize on in this business. If you know what you're doing and you're passionate about it and you stay focused and you treat this like a business, it's a no-brainer. It's there and it's beautiful. And the way that this comp plan was developed is a no-bust system. Jim Coover worked with insurance actuaries to create this comp plan so that it would never bust. And one of those tools that he built in was that reentry. When you do that reentry, you know how right now all the BV flows up to everybody and you're like, what? How is that possible? It's like it's impossible that would work. Well, the reentries, all the BV flows back to the company. It doesn't go back into anyone else's account. So that's how they make sure that doesn't bust. With the pools, they determine amount of money that they are going to put in each month for each pool, and they have an equation. They figured it out that historically that their payout is a certain amount, and that putting that much in each month is going to cover it. Some months are higher, some months are lower, but over the course of the year, it works out just fine. Because you can see that, like in the platinum pool, there's $250,000 a month. Sometimes people get paid out more than that. It doesn't get capped. People still get paid what they earned, but they pay out more because they figured it out as an equation for the whole year. Plus, they're a self-funded company that is very, very healthy. This year, 2017 is by far the healthiest, most lucrative place that Isagenix has ever been in. And this is direct from Travis Garza's mouth over last weekend where we had our executive meeting. And they are solid. What, $3 billion? Oh gosh, last year it was
no debt.
Yeah.
All liquid.
And last year they did $198 million in sales. It's just, we're in the right place. We have the most beautiful comp plan. There's so much knowledge there. There's so much power in knowing those things. If you're a manager right now, rush up on the director pool. If that's all it would take to motivate you because you see what's coming, great. Or if you've got some team members that are headed there, if you know what's there, you can say, hey, let's do a Zoom and let me show you what can happen as a director. That just lights people up. Do you have something? All right.
So, excuse me, you're not take that off.
Yeah, I will. Hold on.
So that was so good. So listen, some of you may be sitting there right now, and I know this is true because every time we talk about it, in fact, it was us too. When you see those numbers and you see people maxing out their center, you're talking about between 13,500 and what, 27,000 a week. It's like, come on, I'll never make that money. Let me tell you, every single person that I've talked to that's maxed out a center sat where you and I are and looked at this and said, wow, that's great for those people, but come on, I'm cycling 3 times a week. Trust me when I tell you, part of this business, well, the majority of this business is your team. It's not you. And so if you stay in the game long enough and you're in action and your team is growing, everybody will get there. It's the people that give up and say, oh, I can't do this. I can't do it. So these numbers might seem overwhelming, but every one of these 7-figure income earners, mid 6-figure income earners, the people that have maxed out their centers, they all sat there when they saw this and said, wow, that's great for the superstar, but that'll never be me. Most of them said that. So don't think it's not any of us. It is us. You're just going to stay. That's why this company is so successful, is because they made it applicable and attainable for the average person to grab these numbers and grab this type of money and change our lives. So it is real. And that's why we go over it. At one point, we're like, well, maybe we shouldn't talk about these numbers, but no, you got to see what is there and what's on the table and how many people have maxed that out. Do you have more in there? Because I got a couple things.
I wanted to take questions, see if anybody had any questions on any of that or need clarification first. Anybody? How do you stay in the pools for life? So you want me to? So as far as staying in the pools for life, once you've reached the 2-star level, you're in the 2 and 3-star pool. You can play in that pool for life if you stay at 2 or 3-star. If you're not, if you grow higher, like say you're 2, 3-star for 2 weeks of the month and you're 4 or 5-star for the next, you get paid out on each pool. They do the equation for you. As you go up in the ranks and you qualify, you get paid in that pool. So once you've hit 2 or 3-star and you're cycling that way and you're outranking your benchmarks, you get paid out in the pools. And basically to get paid out in the pools, you remain paid as executive. That's leader in action. You remain paid out as executive. You increase your personal benchmark month over month, and you increase your 4 PET benchmark month over month. And that's how to maximize and keep playing in the pools. Sometimes people dip down and don't play in the pool for a month, and their benchmarks go down a little bit lower, and then they come back the next month because their benchmarks have come down. Another great tip on something I didn't mention is always take a look at who's in your downline, who's close to a 5-cycle bonus, and maximize calling those people on the seasonal shake launch weeks. It's a great way to say, hey, I know you're going to order this shake anyway. Let's talk to you. Let's talk to your downline and see if we can get the word out to everybody about this shake. And I have a little script about it too. Like, hey, I don't know if you noticed or not, but Isagenix launched a new flavor shake this week. If you want even one, I suggest doing it right now because these sell out so fast and people are so bummed out if they miss it. If you think you like this flavor, if you've had this flavor before, make sure you get more than one because they will sell out quickly. And we never know when seasonal shakes are going to be coming or what flavor it is. And that is absolutely true. Sometimes we're starting to get little drips of when the seasonal shakes will come out, but we never know the flavor. And if we end up knowing, it's like 1 or 2 days before, and it was just because the rumor mill came out and somebody spilled the beans. But there is a seasonal shake coming next month that we did find out about. We don't know the flavor, but last month Australia released salted caramel. So that could be it, but we don't know because they won't tell us that. But they did tell us that there will be one coming out next month. So look at your paid as consultants. So this is for paid as consultants because you have to be paid as a consultant the week prior to get that 5-cycle bonus. Hi, Lisa. So to get that 5-cycle bonus, you have to be paid as consultant the week before. So look in your tree, who's paid as consultant, and get ready. Write their names down and have them down for when those seasonal shakes are released. You're calling those people. I don't care if they're in your personally enrolled or your downline. Get their names on a list, work with your leaders, get everybody on a list so that those phone calls are made or a text message. Don't leave it up to PM. Don't leave it up to emails. People don't look at those as much as a phone call or a text message. And don't leave it up to, well, Isagenix announced it, so they should know. Oh my God. So many people don't read their ISA mail. So many people who are not network marketers are not looking at this like we do. people aren't on Facebook as much as we are. People aren't in their back office. People don't know the shakes are coming. It comes and goes before they even knew about it. It's our job, if we want our businesses to grow, to get the word out about those things. And shoot, I mean, if you can help 3 or 4 people in your downline get the 5-cycle bonus, guess where you're going? Most likely 1 or 2 star. So, and you just saw those those star bonus numbers. Let's do this. Go ahead.
Awesome. Awesome. So a couple things. What's the most common objection that we get? Money, right? Money. And truly, most monetary objections have nothing to do with money. It means our prospect still doesn't understand the value, or they don't understand that they can do it. They're not confident that they can do this. So it's our job to reposition that conversation. Now, some of those monetary objections, this much, are really about money. Whether they are or they're not, if we are not showing them, this is what I do when I go out with people or I see them on Zoom, I'm telling them about the business and money comes up, I want to show them manager. This is manager, you plus 2, them plus 2. If you don't show them immediately how to earn $900, I feel we are doing them a disservice. I say, Linda, money's a problem. I get it. Watch what we can do. Let me show you how we can get your products paid for. Not only that, if you know 2 people, not 20 people, not 200 people, but 2 people who aren't sleeping, they want to lose weight, they're feeling, 20 years older than they are, whatever it is, those 2 people come on board in your first week or 2 together, you're going to earn $400, $450 with the consultant.
Not first week, any week.
Any week. But if it's the first week and they come on board with your value pack, you're going to make your value pack went to $139. If you do, went to, let me rephrase it. Yes, $139 with the consultant bonus. So they got on a program for $589. They bring 2 friends on board. Their system just went to $139. It's crazy. And if you show them you plus 2, them plus 2, and they earn $900, whether it's the first week or the second week in that month, they just netted $311 because they made $900 and they spent $589. They just made a profit of $311. We have to show them this. I think this is the most misstep in our presentation when we're actually going to enroll that person with objections. If they have objections and you don't show them this, they have to see that it's attainable. And they have to see that, Linda, I'm going to do this with you. You're not doing this by yourself. Get them on the phone. Let's talk to them. Let me show them what's possible with this program, and let's show you how to get your product paid for. Are you ready? Do you have any more questions? Are you ready to get started? Right? Every single conversation you have, the goal is to either enroll them or get them onto a next call, schedule a next call. Never leave it dead. We used to do these great presentations and then, see ya, call me later, done. We have to ask for what we want. I say this every single time. Linda, do you have any more questions? Are you ready to get started? With energy, with passion, because that's what this is. We know we're changing lives. We know it works. We know we can help them on a physical level, certainly on a monetary level. We know what this does. So, but we've got to ask for what we want and let her say, yeah, I want to see more science. Great. When can I send it to you? Send it to me tonight. Excellent. When are you going to be free? And you book that next appointment. I will not send any information without that next appointment. In fact, I won't send it. If Linda says she's free and we're going to talk at 8 o'clock on Thursday night, excellent. Linda, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to send you this info and I'm going to call you at 8:15 because I know she's free now and I know she's going to watch it. It's going to cut down on your wasted time.
Tricky.
There's a lot of wasted time, and everybody's so busy. I'm so busy. You're so busy. We want people who are serious, and it's okay for them to take 12 exposures, but it's not okay for us to say, okay, can I check in with you in 3 months? Or call me after you watch it. How many have done this? Send them a link, and you tell them they tell you that they're going to call you back. Yeah, most of them don't. So also the last thing I want to talk about, then Jen, I'm going to let you jump in, is I posted this today, and this is absolutely key. Spend 75% of your time on your strengths. People think it's the opposite. People are spending way too much time, 80% of their time on their weaknesses. No. 75% of your time on your strengths, and master what you're good at. Where you don't excel at, you hand it over to Lisa, you hand it over to Bob, you hand it over to Cindy. That's why we work as a team, right? There's things that I'm strong in and that I'm weak in. 75% of your time on your strengths, 20% of your time on new things. We got to grow. Business is all about growth. And 5% of your time on your weakness. That's the most common mistake in business. Nothing to do with Isagenix. In business, people are focusing on their weaknesses and they never really get that thrust. You capitalize on that 75% on your strengths, things will change.
Can I give one more step? Only because I want to add to what Josh was saying earlier about not being able to conceptualize that you will be there one day if you stay plugged in and doing this and confident that this is going to happen. 83% of Isagenix is customers. 17% is associates. Okay. We've been around for 15 years. And in 15 years, we've made 288 millionaires. That's almost 20 millionaires per year. Only 17% of the company's associates.
Amazing.
Your numbers are pretty darn good that you're going to become a millionaire if you don't quit and you stay plugged in and you keep pushing forward to build your business. Josh and I are living proof of that too. We are almost there because we stay true to the program and we know that that's where we'll be. And I know for me, the day that our income hit a certain level that it dawned on me like, oh, like this is real. This is happening. It's not a one day anymore. It's this is happening. And when that day happens, it's like all bets are off. You are just full force because it's finally imprinted in your brain like, oh, wow, like, okay. And I know, Gabby, I know that's happened. Sorry, Jen, that's happened for you. But I'll pass it over to you, Jen, now. And that's just the last thing I wanted to say because you really visualize yourself there because it will happen.
I don't know how many of you were on the 20 and 30 call that Lisa was totally rocking earlier, but I got a lot of great just takeaways and reminders. It's so important, as Josh and Lisa are saying, to stay in the game and to just keep doing those consistent, actions. I have to say that there are so many times over the past couple of years that I always stayed in the game and stayed semi-consistent. And even just, failing so much in between that, it's crazy, how quickly things can just really progress and go forward. So anyway, so I'm excited I finally, and I apologize that it's taking me a little while to do, but you'll notice in the file section of Team Limitless, I put together just some different scripts and how to do the quick text replacement in your keyboards and just some like step-by-step stuff. My goal is to not, recreate the wheel. And as Lisa said on one of the calls tonight, sorry, I forget which one, isagenixbusiness.com is really, really where you want to go and direct and, and to go through and really understand that inside and out. That's something that I am committed to using more of and making sure that I leverage it and understand it inside and out so I can refer people to that. And then also in the file section, there's going to be like a getting started, like there's a step 1 through step 5 essentially. And there's different just scripts that you can use when reaching out to people. And it's all stuff that we've already been talking to. So it's nothing new. It's, how to, when you've started your system and you want to text your 2 friends, right, with those 2 promotion codes that you now have on the value pack, there's a script on the text message that you can send to those friends. There is another thing to do to check to make sure that your Facebook settings, right, are in the right viewing profile for, people to see. And so you're making that decision of who's going to see you on Facebook. And then there is the script process of how to position the value pack that I know, Dr. Josh has done an amazing job of really ingraining and teaching that with us. And if you're still sitting here and you're saying, I don't know about the value pack, I can't lead that way, I will admit that so many times that I would say the same thing, right? And even the Eric Worre scripts of, what Josh just said of you don't send the video until, right before the scheduled call. I can't tell you how oh, that makes me feel. But when you can get over that and you really start following what these very successful people are doing, you're just like, oh shit, that works. I need to do that. So, it's hard, and it might be hard in the beginning. If you're feeling that, I can relate to it, but just, really follow these scripts that Josh and Lisa and Eric Warrior are talking about, because, they work. You'll notice in another script that I put in there was the one that Jessica Regner gave of the message she sends out to everyone on her Facebook list, right? So I put a quick link so you can, again, if you haven't done it, you can print off, or I even recommend just putting your entire Facebook list in an Excel sheet and then use her script and just blast that off. Anyways, so I finally took time to just make sure that they're all in one place. And so just easier for everyone to access, and then easier for you to reference. And, kind of the final but main step, again, is going to isagenixbusiness.com and just making sure you know that site inside and out. So I was just going to touch base with Lisa afterwards to make sure that we're streamlining this and organizing this in the file section of Limitless, so it's easy for everyone to view and access. So any questions, let me know.
Awesome. I just want to say a point on that. If anybody is confused or needs brush up, needs some help, just call or reach out to Lisa, Jen, myself. Anybody on this team can help. I mean, everybody's willing. Don't sit there and say, shoot, I really didn't get that. I feel like an idiot. I don't want to ask this question. Trust me, there's a lot on here. There are people in this business for 10, 12 years that don't know the basics. So there's no dumb question, but it's worse to sit in agony and sit and miss some of this stuff. So reach out. Everybody is willing to help and show you where this information is. So thank you, Jen. That was awesome.
Congrats, Jody, using the scripts and helped 2 of her PEs on Valpax.
Woo! All right, Jody.
Just a couple more things on some updates. Don't forget our retreat, Dunsky Town retreat, is November. It's not
February.
November. It's February 9th and 10th. We're going to have a great program for you.
Do we have a list? I know people are checking off in there. If you're coming, definitely let us know if you're definitely going to be here. We need a head count.
In the event.
Or some people will be sleeping in the garage and on the driveway, so we don't want that to happen.
And then also March 10th, Super Saturday Springfield. The event ticket link is live, and people are snatching those up fast. So if you are on our team and you are local, and everybody on this call is on our team, you don't want to not be there. Our own team is not going to want to miss out being in the room. So if you can make it March 10th, or if you don't think you can make it anyway, get in that room. It is incredible. Dave and Carrie MacArthur are coming, and you do not want to miss what they bring to a Super Saturday. It is, goosebumps on top of goosebumps on top of goosebumps. They are amazing. It is February 10th.
It's 10th and 11th.
Thank you, Eliza.
And by the way, just to say mention that for a second, it's a 2-day event. There's juicy stuff on Saturday and there's juicy stuff on Sunday. So if you can make it both days, it's not going to be the same material. So you will miss some stuff. But obviously, if you can't, you can't. But if you can come both days, we want you to be there for both days.
And Saturday night is when a lot of magic happens. The after hours, the fun, the getting to know each other, the bonding, huge. So the March 10th, we've got Dave and Carrie MacArthur. We've got Samantha Lacouture. We've got Susan Wheeler. We've got, who else do we have? We've got Jan and Andrew. We've got Jody Langelati is coming on stage for the first time, and we're so excited about it. We're so excited. And of course, the beautiful and talented Dr. Joshua Dunsky does his science presentation, which if you've never seen that, prepare to get your mind blown, because he does an amazing job. And every time I like it because he gets the rock star lineup afterwards when he's done speaking. Like everybody in the room lines up and, oh, can I talk to you? Oh, can I talk to you? You got to talk to my mother. You got to talk to my sister. It's just really cute. But that's how powerful his science presentation is. And anybody who's seen it can attest to that it's just like, whoa. Like just hearing him do that presentation will show everybody in the room why they need to be on this system. For our team, if you bring 3 guests, we're going to refund your ticket price. So you're going to have to buy your ticket so you can get a seat in that room.
Tell them how much tickets are.
They're $20 pre-sale, and as soon as those pre-sale tickets are gone, I think there's 75 of them. That's it. And then the price goes up to 25.
And guests are free.
Guests are free.
Bring as many guests as you can.
If you bring 3, you get in free. So bring 3, show us when you get there that you have your 3 guests, and I'll give you your money back right away for your ticket.
And if you want to stay over, there's a hotel there, obviously. If you want to grab a room, bunk up with people. Really, the after hours, we're going to have dinner. We'll chill out. We'll just hang out and be together. And that's, like Lisa said, that's really where a lot of magic happens, with,
Yep.
after these things. So.
And then what was the other? Excuse me.
March, April.
No. The boosts, the shake boosters, the immune and the heart are going to be coming out in February. There's also that seasonal shake launch. I wonder if they're going to do it the same week. They might, just to like bump up the week for everybody. So make sure you've got your list of people that you know you're going to call about those 2 products and about the seasonal shake, and make sure that you've got them ready to go, because you don't want the launch to happen and then go, oh, well, let me look at my downline and start figuring stuff out. And then 3 hours later, you're off chasing a squirrel and then the shake's sold out. So make sure you are letting people know ahead of time. Jen, thank you so much for all that work. I know how hard that was. Jen also did a new Good, Better, Best, and it starts with the premium pack. The middle pack is the value pack, and the best pack is the business.
Thank you, Jen. Awesome.
Super huge. Go ahead.
Can I ask a quick opinion? I factored in the shipping cost to show the daily costs, and I just want your opinions if we should do that or shouldn't do that.
I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I've heard, people who know this business very well do it one way, and other people who know this business very well do it another way. I think it
doesn't affect it that much, but it's like 15 to 21 to 38. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think, for me, I see what do other people think? I mean, I like showing them what it is without it, because there's tax and shipping on everything, but it's okay. It's what do you guys think?
Well, maybe, Jen, there is a one count against it when they do run free shipping promos. It's
right.
Like, well, that one with the free shipping, it's going to be blah, blah, blah.
I think people expect to pay tax and shipping on most things. And so if I can show them that this 30-day is $9 or $20, for the value.
Well, a lot of states don't actually have tax. So it's only certain states where then that tax like really can throw it off if a high tax and high shipping.
Yeah. So
I felt that, I don't know, that's why I put it there, because then it's like, well, I already factored the shipping cost in. Like, oh, sorry, your state has tax,
Yeah, it's not wrong. I mean, honestly, I go back and forth in my mind. I'm like, it's better to show, like Chelsea said, with the chicken. Yeah, just leave it. It's good. It's such short money in between those, so I think it's whatever.
I mean, it would take the price down $1, right? Essentially.
Yeah. Cindy, you got something?
Yeah, one of the reasons I like it there is because on the value pack, a lot of people have sticker shock. They have more sticker shock with the shipping charge than they do with the actual value pack. So I do like it added in. And hey, if they do free shipping, you could always say, hey, it's going to be a little bit less because, free shipping. Who doesn't like less?
That's a good point. Great point.
Cool. Oh, last but not least, the group that we have been running 20 and 30 with, we've decided to stay linked up and do a drive to director starting the first week of February, which is the 5th. So February 5th, we're going to start a new group. Can I take the mic just because I feel like it's not? So we're going to start a new group, and it's a new page. You have to opt into the page. And by opting into the page, you have to take a screenshot of the next event that you're going to get to. That's the only way to get into the page. It's going to be Drive to Director. It's going to be chock full of good training. Your event ticket can be a local Super Saturday. It cannot be our retreat because that's a free event. It can be a local Super Saturday. It can be a Core 4. It can be any Isagenix focused event that you've paid money to get into. I don't care if it was a $5 thing, if it was a virtual Super Saturday that you paid $5 for, but show us a screenshot of that event, and you will get entered into the group should you want to drive for director. The other thing is, if you're an associate or if you're a consultant and your next rank is manager, all the better. Get in the group and drive to director and hit manager along the way, or hit manager as your fail, you know, and it's all about helping people develop consultants, helping their people develop consultants, and, you know, really tap into the compensation plan here. But because Isagenix is really in tune with what's going on right now in the field, and they did this January jolt, they really wanted to drive up enrollments in January. I have a prediction that in February it's going to be around those rank advancements. And we did get some top secret information that because they didn't do the crystal reset, that they're going to be doing these things randomly throughout the year. So resets will be random. The bonus, the time will be lessened, but the bonuses will be doubled.
It's that $40 million they put into this. Not taking that away, they're going to distribute it to us in greater amounts in less time.
4 million from the holiday pool.
4 million for the pool. I want to actually, before we jump off, I want to share my screen for a second for everybody that doesn't know about this. This is so we've added one more page. It's called Limitless Legacy Partners. Okay, we have Team Limitless is our business page where we talk about the business behind the scenes. It's only for business associates. We have Unleash You, which is our culture, our environment, our recipes, our workouts, the shakes, all of the prospecting page. You can put anybody in. And then this page on the screen is our legacy partners. So this page is for people where you're having a business conversation. They're looking for an investment. You're talking about a retirement plan. You're talking about an exit strategy, that you're showing them geometric progression, basically leverage. Your retirement plan. Let me show you where I'm putting my money, what I'm doing right now. So they don't want to see recipes. They don't want to see exercises. This is for people that are looking for an investment opportunity. So if you look down here, you'll see that it's all about money, a better way. You'll see our 3 to 5 year exit strategy. You'll see Eric Worre's Rise of the Entrepreneur. I use this as a tool all the time. It's a 2-minute trailer to this movie. The movie's phenomenal. See the movie? But this is the trailer to it I use as a tool. What I'm asking of you is, if you can and can post in here, please go in, put a financial story. Don't put your weight loss story, but in here, talk about your building residual income. If you've made some of those videos you guys have done, incredible. Jason, that one I just watched of you was absolutely amazing. Great job on those, all of you. Post it in here. But anything to do with money, leverage, your financial footprint that's changing, this is where we need a little bit of help with. So just wanted to call this to your attention. And if you like the content tonight that Lisa delivered, which I thought was phenomenal, please, as always, put a little comment when we post it on the page. It really helps the rest of the team who wasn't on this call to say, listen, you really need to watch this. So just put a couple comments in there. As always, we'd appreciate that big time.
Thank you for the extra time tonight. We appreciate everybody being here. Thank you all for being a part of the team, always showing up. We love you. Can't wait to hug you in person next time we all see you all.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Good night.
See you next Monday night, 8:30.
Don't just stop.